Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Mary Amondo, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And today I am joined by a special guest, one of our lead trainers in project management, and we'll just be shedding more light on what the course entails and why it is important for you to sign up for our next upcoming class. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Mary.
Great.
How are you?
I am good.
Yeah.
Nice to have you in this video.
It's an honor to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. We are looking at our course, the short course for project management. So before you even dive into it, you can start by introducing yourself. Who is David and what's your background? Where did this all begin?
All right. My name is David Otieno, as you rightfully said. And yeah, I started way back because I've worked in a lot of projects. I've been in projects for like 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, but I started as field officer, and I got interested when I decided to take first of all, a diploma course in project management. Then I saw that this is something that I can do for life. So I've done a lot of projects, and I'm also a certified professional in sustainability and sustainable development, and also in Scrum fundamentals, which is another aspect of project management. So yes, so this journey began there. Then as a trainer, it all began when I took my first role into work as a field officer. Then I realized this is a passion, but more so into project management, because when I studied it, I realized that it's a skill that we all need to survive in life, because it's majorly makes everything works, and you manage people, both people, cost, money, and bringing all that together. And that's why it is an important skill that everyone should have, and every professional should have.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, for over 15 years, that's quite a long time.
Yes.
Why are you passionate about project management?
Yeah, one thing about project management is you realize that even life itself is a project, because project is any endeavor that you do temporary. And three things are always into play. You have the cost, you have the scope of what you want to do, and you have timelines. So everyone, every day we work with these three things. And the best way is to make sure that you can work through these three to achieve a goal. So that is why it is very important, because every business, every organization always work with these three factors. What is our scope of doing work? What is the cost implications? And what timelines do we have? So that's why it is very important. Yeah.
Interesting. With regards to the project management certification course, where you are one of the lead trainers, what should one expect when they sign up for this course? What is covered during the training?
Yes, I would say it's an intense course, because we have 10 to 13 days by experience to cover quite a lot. So you expect to learn what is project management, what are the principles that guide project management, what are some of the tools that I use and the techniques that we use out here. We try to mirror out what is happening now. We know we have the classical way of project management that we all used to know, where we plan heavily. We talk about that, yes, but we also try to fit into the new ways of doing project management. So we talk about a little bit on what agile methodologies are, how do they differ in terms of how do you use them, and what teams do they work for best. There's a part where we also upskill you on the project management softwares that are out here, and we try to use one that is open source so that you can be able to learn. And also a lot of managing people, managing timelines, budget, just to ensure that the project is a successful one. And one of the greatest one is also closing a project, which is always a very difficult time for any project manager, because things have to close, and you always have to prepare your teams that we are closing. It's a very, very important skill that everyone needs to learn. So yes, quite a lot of things to look forward to.
I know, within 13 days, quite a lot.
Yes.
You started by mentioning that life in itself is a project.
Yes.
And this makes me to ask the question, who is this course designed for?
Yes, I would say first of all is every professional, because in life everyone is required to manage these three things. Even if you're a father, even if you're a mother, in the house, there's three things you manage: cost, time, and what is the scope, how far can we go to. But also in terms of if you're already working in a project and you don't have the skills, or you might be in a position where you're wondering, why do they make the decisions they made? Why is my boss doing this or saying this? Why is this happening the way it is? Then this course is designed for you because, one, you'll be able to understand why things are done the way they are done, why some decisions are made the way they are made. And so it's not maybe your boss that is maybe hard on you or things are not going the way you expect, but it's just following some guided principles that have been tested over time to make sure that the project works. So I would call it for young professionals who are joining projects. I know every professional out there, we work in projects nowadays because you realize that somebody says, I've been put a project team, I'm in this team, we are trying to do this. And so we talk about that. So it's designed for professionals, it's designed for even those who are thinking to change careers into projects. But I would say it's also an important skill for everyone who is out here.
Even if you are a manager or a supervisor,
yes,
it's still a project, a department that you're running.
Yes, definitely. If you're a manager, you'll manage people. Definitely, if you're a supervisor, you're supervising people, and that work goes a lot with what is the cost, how far can we go, what is the time that we have, what guiding principles should I use with my team to ensure we get the result, and then if this whatever I'm working on comes to an end, then how do I go about it in terms of closing the project down and ensuring that every stakeholder gets what he wants to talk about, because I've just remembered we talk about stakeholders there and what are the key principles to look at to manage them. Yes.
Sometimes in terms of who this course is designed for, someone may be wondering, should I start with project management? Should I do monitoring and evaluation first? So in between the two programs, what really is the key benefit of taking a project management course?
Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot because, when M&E is an aspect of a whole project because, yes, they fit into what we do, and we'll talk about later bit on project management. How do you work with your M&E team? What are the principles and all that? But now if you go in depth, now in M&E now is where you get to do all the calculations, the mathematics and all the principles that guides what is monitoring, how do we do, what kind of monitoring are we doing, and what kind of evaluation, right? But now as a manager or as a project manager, you're looking at now, how do I interpret that data and make sure that it is working? You're also looking at how do we also support the M&E team, feed in the M&E team, because you're managing, they want to give you the tools to help you get data for your project. You work with them to see if those tools are working. Do they give you the correct information? And so as a project manager, you want to see the whole system with them. And so I would say somebody who starts with understanding what projects are, and then you can be able to now fit in where M&E fits in. Because yes, there are components, and you will be able to work with your M&E team, and most of the time manage M&E team.
I agree with you, because even with monitoring and evaluation course, you still have to be taken through the overview of project management.
Yes, true.
Interesting. How long is the program as the trainer?
Yeah, we pretty have an intense program for 10 days, but with experience, because we also don't try to limit. Sometimes there is question here and there, and we allow. Sometimes our learners would say, let's take this day and repeat that concept so that we can get it better. So yeah, it goes to around 13 days max, but it's important to do that.
Interesting. I know there's quite a lot that you can be able to share with us, but in the interest of time for this video, I'm looking forward to you having so many students in our next upcoming class.
Definitely, we encourage everyone to study project management, because this is where the world is going. Everything is managed within certain specific times, and we are looking at the world changing. Now we are going to AI. Everyone is projects. We are managing this. And remember, everyone wants to solve a problem. The moment we think about solving a problem, then we think about a project, because we start asking ourselves, how far should we go with our solution? What is the specific thing we're going to handle? How is this? Where is the money? Where can we get the money? Who can we talk to? How do we bring a team, set up a team? Because in the course we'll talk about all that and who does what. It's very important so that you know if you get your team, then you expect this from them. So yes, I would encourage anyone who is a professional out there, wants to understand these principles, because they will go into lifetime. Yeah.
Wow, what a punchline. Thank you so much for sharing, David.
You're welcome.
It was nice having you.
Thank you so much.
Great. We look forward to having you sign up for our upcoming intake for project management certification course. Of course, there's quite a lot that you're going to learn, and the beauty is also being a platform where you get to interact and network with other professionals from different industries. Thank you so much. The link below will guide you on how to sign up for our upcoming class.